Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm playing with this brand new deck that I've gone up a bunch against this season. Someone actually recommended it in the comment section in my last video, and so far it has been absolutely nothing but absurd. The Golden Knight is amazing, of course. The Mother Witch and its ability to just spawn a whole bunch of piggies, coupled with, you know, the Hog Rider, absolutely filthy stuff. I think we'll get one Hoggy from this. Let's go with this here, and we'll get sometimes even just one hog or cursed hog tanking for the Mother Witch, or tanking for your, you know, a single recruit or something like that is pretty filthy stuff. And just like that, we're able to force out a cannon, which means we should have, you know, basically free reign to just send in the Hog Rider here. He might have to cycle a lot, or he has mini P.E.K.K.A 2 as well as that cannon. So that's that. I'm just going to go with something like the Golden Knight here. So, should do okay. We'll be able to defend that mini P.E.K.K.A, of course. And then we'll probably pop the ability. I think it makes sense to do that. We'll take a hit on that side, totally fine. The whole idea here is just to, you know, start figuring out, I think, where or which side we want to go. Seems like we'll probably want to go left, and we can definitely do that here. Our opponent's got Evil Valkyrie already, which is pretty wild, but the Evil Cage is also an amazing option here against the likes of, you know, E-Giant. Also with the Evil Cage, you know, anything like a Golem or any of those heavier ones, definitely amazing as well. So we should be able to deal pretty good against that. And we have the recruits here, so we're going to use that to tank for the Inferno Dragon. We got a Cursed Hog out of that. I think we probably should get another one here as well. And we just have so much stuff coming down our opponent's way, and we're just going to switch sides, and that's one of those benefits of rocking a deck like this. You can kind of just switch, you know, as you see fit. He was actually able to cycle back to his mini P.E.K.K.A pretty quickly there, so that's pretty well played on his end. We're going to go Mother Witch on this side here just to kind of get things going again. We're just going to arrows here. And because you have the recruits in this deck, it just makes things easier for you to, you know, do split lane pressure. We're gonna go Flying Machine here. Flying Machine is also one of those underrated cards that I don't see get played too often, but just has so much upside in terms of giving you value very easily. So Flying Machine's obviously gonna do its thing, help clean up that cannon. I'm gonna go for some Cursed Hogs here, or I'm gonna go Barbaro now because I think that's probably going to be the right move to do. Let's go with the recruits here, keeping that split lane pressure up, and we'll go with the Fly Machine here in the middle. He's getting some pretty good chip damage with that Firecracker, but who doesn't? We are going to get some recruits on that left side, which is going to be great. Let's go with the Golden Knight here. Wow, okay, I was not expecting that, to be honest, but I'll go with the Barbaro here. Take out that Firecracker, or at least try to help take out that Firecracker. We're going to go with the Goblin Cage here. Our opponent's got an absolutely insanely crazy deck. Hopefully we get something out of this here. We'll go Golden Knight up top to protect our Mother Witch. And it looks like we're going to be alright. I'm going to pop the ability here. I'm just going to arrows down that Firecracker. Nice. We get on the cannon, which is great. Probably didn't even need to pop that ability there. Hog Rider will get at least one shot off. Obviously, arrows is really the only spell you have here that can reach your opponent's tower, so just keep that in mind. I'm going to go Barbaro here. I don't mind taking some damage, but, you know, mini P.E.K.K.As are obviously very scary to deal with here, so we should be good. I'm going to go with a Golden Knight here in the back. Hog Rider here, and I'm just going to go for the recruits afterwards. I'm going to pop this ability just to help kind of clean everything up, including those skeletons, hopefully, and damage down that cannon. Really nice. I'm going to go with the Mother Witch here. I'm going to go with the Hog Rider. I need to go with the Cage because that mini P.E.K.K.A is definitely going to finish that off. And yeah, we basically have both towers down to about 300 something, and we're just locking things down now. I'm going to arrows down that Firecracker, kind of clean things up. I'm not playing this deck even remotely close to its capabilities. Let's go with the Hog Rider here. Barbaro here, and at least prevented that from getting onto tower. We'll go with the Cage. And we should be good here. Really close match towards the end. Didn't really like how I wrapped that thing up, but really solid, just being able to overwhelm your opponent. It's a really interesting deck that he's got, but sometimes that happens on your way up to now 10,000 trophies. So good game, well played. We'll get on to another one. All right, next match here. Keeping things going. Hopefully we're going up against something a little more orthodox, but we'll go with the Golden Knight in the back here. I find that to just be an obvious solid option. Our opponent's going with the Golden Knight as well. So I'm just going to go for the cage here, get that evil cage going. Evil recruits, I think it's just because there's not really another option. Else, you know, I feel like evil recruits isn't all that, isn't as broken, at least as what it once was. I'm going to go for the Mother Witch here. Okay, we finally got that King Tower activation. Else that would have been really weird. We get a couple cursed hogs. We'll send in our hog rider as well. And this is one of those situations where you should get a pretty decent value with the Mother Witch and the cursed hog and whatnot. I'm just gonna go Golden Knight here, pop that ability, take out that Valkyrie, get that cursed hog going. And our opponent definitely has this. I was not expecting that, but I'm gonna go for the cage, get all 3 towers to kind of help clean that up. And we won't even take death damage, which is really nice. And we have that brawler walking up there. Inferno Dragon's definitely not going to be able to stop it from getting 2 hits off. So really nice. Overall, this is kind of the start you want with a deck like this. You're just able to overwhelm your opponent pretty easily. And seeing that he's got the balloon, obviously you want to hold on to either your flying machine or your Mother Witch. I would say typically having the flying machine is a little bit better. Hopefully the Inferno Dragon kind of shifts over to that left side. I'm going to go Flying Machine here though. And then I'm going to go for Barb Barrel afterwards. Kind of split that up just so we should be able to defend this a little bit easier. And then we'll go with the Hog Rider now with the Flying Machine kind of flanking it. And look at that. The Flying Machine is so sneaky sometimes. You're able to just kind of like sneak a connection through. And it's really nice afterwards, because if you have a hog rider tanking for it, a cursed hog, whatever it may be, you're just able to just get a lot of damage, and it feels really filthy when you make that connection. So I'm just going to go for the recruits here. He doesn't really seem to have a great way to defend against, I mean, besides, yeah, he's got Valkyrie and whatnot, but it's not that scary half the time, I don't think. Alright, we'll be able to take that out. I'm not really all that worried right now. We need to do this here. That's going to yoink that Lumberjack in, which is perfect. I'm going to go with the Golden Knight here just to kind of protect against that E-Spirit. And just like that, we're able to defend that balloon. And all in all, really solid stuff. A little more traditional bit of a deck here, but as you can see, we absolutely dominated Lumberjack Balloon. Good game, well played. Let's get on to another one. Alright, next match here. Keeping things going. And our opponent's got Dagger Duchess, which is just making me salivate because we have the recruit. We're going to have some cursed hogs, hopefully at some point. We'll go Golden Knight in the back here. And once you see, especially in single elixir, your opponent give up their, you know, all the daggers from the Dagger Duchess, just go with, you know, the Hog Rider in this case, and really just take advantage of it. And this is one of those situations where I'm going to slow roll recruits here in the back, and if he doesn't have the support that he needs for that P.E.K.K.A, this is going to be really fun for us. I'm going to go for the cage up high, and we'll just kind of hang out and chill for a bit. The P.E.K.K.A should move over. I'm going to take the damage if the P.E.K.K.A does kind of help clean things up. So as you can see, we're able to take out most of that, or use up all that Dagger Duchess daggers. Now we gotta be a little bit careful here because we gotta take out the bandit first, or that prince and that princess, I guess. We'll take some damage, that's fine, from that bandit. That's the side we want to go anyways, and especially, you know, in double elixir towards the end, if you can sneak your flying machine on through, which you can do quite often, you know, you're just gonna be able to lock on and get some free damage, and it'll be really great. Let's pop the Golden Knight ability since he dropped that P.E.K.K.A. I don't think we're gonna beat it. That's possible because it's gonna be really close. We might still get that connection. We do get that connection, which is really nice. Sometimes that's worth it for 1 elixir. I know I basically spent 5 elixir, but our opponent's gonna go for a lightning, and I don't think he's gonna have too much more to be able to support this. Let's just go with the cage here. I'm gonna go flying machine. That's going to help, and especially once that P.E.K.K.A disappears, you know, the tower can kind of help clean up the rest of the bats. So as you can see, just like that, we're able to kind of get one hit on through, which is nice. Our opponent's just going to drop Valkyrie. We're going to go with our recruits here. We'll keep 3. I think ideally most of the time you would have minimum 3 going down one side. There's not really too many scenarios where you want to go, you know, 2 on one side, especially on the side that you don't, you know, care as much about. But all in all, let's keep things going. Let's go with the Mother Witch up high. Let's start damaging down that P.E.K.K.A. Maybe keep our Golden Knight healthy, which we do, and we have a Cursed Hog and 1 recruit, and that should be towered down. Okay, I mean, if he's gonna go with the Evil Valkyrie, that's totally fine. And look at that, that right side just got absolutely decimated. I'm gonna go Fly Machine here. I know we don't get the bats, but I'm gonna go with the Mother Witch, get some Cursed Hogs out of that. I'm gonna obviously arrows down the side that's closer to gone before anything else. He gave up the P.E.K.K.A on that side, which means we should have free reign to just send the Hog Rider in. And this right here is just absolutely filthy. This deck is absolutely disgusting. Really, really solid stuff. I can see why people like it. Good game, well played. Let's get on to another one. All right, next match here. Keep things going. And again, Dagger Duchess, great to see. Let's start out with this Golden Knight here. And I wouldn't mind going recruits kind of early, but I don't want to go arrows on the off chance, you know, he's got like Firecracker and or Princess or something. I'm going to arrows that down. I think that's worth it. Pop the ability here. Hopefully damage that down some more. And we're not going to be able to take that out like completely, but we should be fine nonetheless. I'm going to go Hog Rider here. Get that Barb Barrel ready. Yeah, they all get a stab, but considering everything else, that's kind of what we had to work with. But now that we have an idea of what he's got, you know, we'll definitely handle that a little differently next time. So he's got Dark Goblin probably ready to go. I don't mind going Flying Machine for that Dark Goblin. Obviously now I'd rather hold on to my, you know, my recruits. Seeing everything else he's got, that's going to give me a free King Tower activation unless he does something here, which maybe he's fine with, but I'm going to go with the Golden Knight here. So we should get that taken out. Dark Goblin will probably be able to take that out. Unfortunately, let's go Mother Witch here just to get a Cursed Hog. Get that going. Pop the ability here. Make him drop, yeah, that Mega Knight. I knew he was waiting to drop that Mega Knight, but I'm going to go for the recruits here afterwards. I'll just go Barb Barrel. And that should be pretty good. That Firecracker is obviously going to be a menace. Evil Firecracker is always filthy to deal with. We should get a little bit of damage on that right side. And recruit's going to take out that Dark Goblin, the Evil Dark Goblin, which is perfect. And even though things have been really slow here, I'm just going to go with a Golden Knight. I feel super confident, especially now in Double Elixir. We should be able to get a lot of stuff from his Goblin Barrel and his Dark Goblin and whatnot. So I'm going to go recruits here. He does have poison, so we have to be careful not to get too complacent with damage. I'm just going to arrows this down, take that out. I'm going to go Mother Witch here. I think it got that Ice Golem instead. It's totally fine. I think we'll lock onto that Dark Goblin. A little bit late there, else you would have gotten some, maybe a Cursed Hog out of that. That Mother, or that Dagger Duchess on the left side is out of daggers, which means we might be okay to do this. I'm going to go for the Cage here. Make him spend some more elixir. I'm going to arrows this down because he's only got Dark Goblin on that side, plus a Zap. Not exactly the defense you need, and we get 2 recruits on the tower, which is really nice. I'm going to go Mother Witch here, and look at that Brawler just tearing that up, and somehow the Firecracker's range is just bewilders me sometimes. Don't really know exactly how it works. I'm just going to hang on a second. I'm going to do this, get that Cursed Hog, then I'm going to send the Hog Rider actually on the right side. Yeah, I figured he was going to probably go with Mega Knight on that left side, and that bet paid off. I just had a feeling, you know, I've been pushing and pushing on this left side that he would probably, you know, if I waited long enough, he's probably going to go with a Mega Knight on the left side. But really solid stuff. This deck is absolutely filthy, as you can see. You can easily, you know, switch lanes and slowly chip away on the other side while they're not even really paying attention. Really solid stuff. The Cursed Hogs are amazing. Hog Ride is also a really good option on offense, obviously. Good game, well played. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time.